First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, shot.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 32 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Let's go now. Bring it. Hook.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
The man in motion is Watson.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field. Inside the red zone.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pistol formation with Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Packers will have great field position right around midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action now, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
That's caught downfield. Dobbs. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen.
And he will score. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be a final play in this opening quarter. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Real quick.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Pistol give to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I think at this point, anytime you find yourself in a situation like this, your passing game has to just be thrown out altogether. I think right now it turns into a let's just execute our run, let's just try to get out of this game healthy and move on. I mean, this is 4 consecutive drives that have ended with an interception. I mean, it's almost unheard of. It tells me it's more than just a lack of execution. This quarterback right now is having some confidence issues. He's not seeing.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, goes to ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Mustang 19. 79 Bronco.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. Josh Jacobs. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 95 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. The extra point, up and good. And the Packers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times It looks like they've never practiced at all.
17 yards on that play. First down, Baltimore. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top. That is hard. He is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be second down. Jackson up top again. Jair Alexander is there to back that one away.
Now that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Slot man in motion right. On third down, Jackson. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the one, setting up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Here it is on fourth down. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Up the middle they go. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He's across midfield. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers go up by 7, 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wanwu now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raven first down. On the ground, here's Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Nixon on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Report! Hey, report!
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this.
Quick.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Panther 60.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Jackson looking to throw. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Nixon on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Ready, break. Let's go.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Quick throw here is complete.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's going to look for the home run ball. Josh Jacobs. And he will score. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his second touchdown tonight. They'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
This is Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this all the way home. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
No, we changed.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll look to throw again. High throw, but it's reeled in. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. In motion, Reed. They'll look to throw yet again. This one is caught by Reed. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up and
that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Real quick, ready? Hey, Ozzy, check out. Hey,
Here's Henry. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on. Hey, middle.
On the give, here's Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no game.
Report.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens.